Hello everybody, this is RVman985. If you're wondering why we're doing in Celeste after I said we may not be able to come back here, it's because I stumbled upon something, and I think I proved myself wrong. Anywho, Shauna is back home in Celeste, only to find the place has been destroyed because of her. Well, this is probably my mistake. I thought you couldn't go back to Celeste, so I tried it while I was grinding for levels for not only Lavitz's edition, but Shauna's Dragoon. And unfortunately, the only result that I got was, well, this. In my first playthrough, I completely avoided Celeste once I got the Dragoon Stone here. So, with that said, there should be absolutely no reason for us to even be here. We can't even enter the doors, and that treasure chest is blocking our way. In fact, we can't even jump over that area anymore. So, with that said, here, I'll show you. Normally there'd be a prompt there, and there's not. So, let's leave Celeste, and let's get out of this place. Because there's literally no reason for us to be there at all. But, on the way grinding, guess what happens to me? Rare monster alert! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Meet 00 parts. This is a rare monster, just like the birds and the magic pop. This monster may do 28, possible 30. It could really hurt a low-level character. But the one thing this asshole does, when it's about to die, its evasion goes up. And then this happens! You son of a bitch! I will get my revenge! Next time. But see, thanks to that monster, now we have to literally go back to Lohan to try to heal Lavitz. Anyway, after I healed Lavitz, I went back to the adventure, only to find out one, well, majorly important thing. On my way out, I forgot to buy items. So right after I kill these motherfuckers, I might have to do that. Yes. Because I'm gonna need all the items I can get when going to Helena. Especially seeing as how the dungeon has changed dramatically. Although this is a good time for Lavitz and Dart and Rose to increase their Dragoons or their additions, I think it's best that I go back to Lohan, because I don't have nothing, and I repeat, nothing to save myself from the battles ahead. Ah, great. Another enemy encounter. Who is it this time? A lizard man. Really? Yeah, you can stay the hell out of my way. Anyway, we're done with the lizard man. Now let's go back to Lohan, because there are some items we need to get. And by items, I mean healing items, not actual armor. Because the only thing I actually did buy that was off screen was Ultimate War God. Yeah, I bought that. I'm not going to show it here, but yeah, I did buy Ultimate War God to see what that did. And sure enough, well, not Ultimate War God, but War God Calling. to see what that did. And sure enough, it automatically uses... No, it makes the person automatically successfully pull off additions, but at the same time, you don't get addition points. Anyway, I'm going to cut back and go straight to the adventure, because I'm not going to let you sit there and watch me spend all of my money. Or a majority of it. After all, I'm going to get it back after coming back from this place. So once again, we're back in Helena prison. This time, we're not rescuing Shauna. Instead, we're rescuing Albert. I know that seemed like a waste of time back there, people, but you know what? Things happen. And once again, the cart goes through, but there's very little guards. You see, whatever Lavitz and... Oh, by the way, that's the most badass thing I've ever seen. Jesus Christ, Lavitz! I can't ask you to tone down your badassness, but damn, son! He's going in like the Terminator after Albert. And I don't blame him, that's his childhood friend. But anyway, whatever guard that Lavitz and Albert didn't kill... Oh, it's Frugal again. Anyway, and yes, we're gonna have to face that guy. But like I said, whatever guards that Lavitz and Dark didn't kill, Frugal dropped in the Rancor Pit. Yes, the Rancor Pit. And of course, the Warden is going to try to execute Albert, because Albert... Well, Albert has something that the king wants, and Frugal wants to kill somebody, because Frugal is a fat bastard. Seriously, he is a fat bastard. Seriously. Well, he did predict it that those guys from Vale is gonna come soon. And you know what? He definitely called it. But seriously, this douchebag is gonna get his, trust me. Not in this part, though. Nor the next part, because this is a pretty long dungeon. But he certainly will get his at the end of this dungeon. And believe it or not, this is probably a little ways before the end of the disc. Yeah, it took me 32 parts just to get here. So anyway, now that we're starting this lovely little rescue mission, Dart and Lavitz cannot be selected for trade. So, what you do, you can select whoever you want. Me, I'm gonna select Rose. Or Hatchel, actually. Yes, I'm gonna select Hatchel, because I haven't actually shown him off yet. Wait a minute. Is that the sound of Albert getting tortured? Yeah, it probably is. Anyway, the same rules apply here. Remember the guys that you fought in the battle with Frugal? Well, they're going to be occupying the entirety of this dungeon. You're basically going to be coming here to grind addition and level on these guys. And they'll constantly respawn. So, if you run into a few of them, it's just all scripted battles. And no, this guy will not pull a kamikaze attack like he did in the Frugal battle. That's the only difference between the regular random battle, and the boss battle that Frugal had in the first, well, in part 6, I do believe. Yes, 6. Nonetheless, get used to seeing those guys a lot, because they're going to be everywhere. There's even a couple of guards at the end that actually has, well, other enemies backing them up. Funny thing, once you kill the guards here, it'll take them a while to respond. But they will respond. Meanwhile, now that it's the other... Well, now that we're back here, we can actually go the other way. Call me again if you want something, okay? And now the merchant, who honestly doesn't care that, you're in this prison this time, he's actually going to help you out without any hesitation. Meanwhile, I spent 2 items healing Lavitz on the way here off screen because we ran into Zero Parts again and he killed Lavitz again. What an asshole. And you know what? I'm just going to kill this guy. Just cause. You can avoid the guards if you want. But basically, you honestly want some, not only experience, but you also want some money, well, gold, and as well as you want your additions maxed out. Because the more gold you buy, considering once these guys have been defeated, it'll take them a while to respawn. The more gold you have, the more items you can replace when you want to heal your characters. So think of that before you actually avoid these guys. Anyway, besides, it's not just your main party members you're leveling up too. It's the guys who's also sitting out for the fights. That actually plays a key important role.
Double punch.
And, of course, Hatchel is wearing some pretty cool gloves. As a matter of fact, I happen to got them from my grinding. It's the Beast Fang. And when Hatchel attacks somebody, there's a good chance that that character, well, that enemy, sorry, will be stunned. And stunned enemies mean free hits. No, Hatchel's not a Dragoon. But at least Hatchel is more balanced. You can actually power your way through most of the grunts here in the stage. Although his additions will get faster excuse me, as the game progresses, he will whip out some very powerful damage. And he's got good defense to boot. Now this little maze here, you want to try to navigate. Now some of these elevators will lead to treasure. Others will actually lead to your next destination. No, wait, let me rephrase that. Some of these, no, all of them will lead to treasure. The one you just got off of, that I just got off of, before I climbed down the, no, before I went downstairs. Okay, let me organize my thoughts here. The one that I got off of, when it asked me the options to go upstairs or downstairs, is the one that will take you to your main destination. But basically, most of these elevators will lead you to items. Items you can definitely use. Or some of them you can't. Anyway, let's see where this leads to. Oh. Okay. Let's head up. After all, we've got other things to do. Or we can actually search the areas to find some treasure or anything that can help Hatchel. Like for instance that felt hat. Unfortunately that felt hat is not going to help anybody because that was Rose's original armor. And that's the thing, since this is our second visit, now we can actually go to the areas that we weren't able to visit in the first part. Well, the first time here. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Ooh, therapy ring. Love it. That is actually a good accessory. Even though it may take away from the power bonus that I put on my characters, that therapy ring will actually heal your HP. Yes. It's your... well, it's basic... oh, and there's the War God calling. The therapy ring is basically regen on crack. As it gradually heals half... yeah, it gradually recovers HP. But I think it recovers a fourth of your HP, or maybe a tenth. No, a tenth of your HP, yes! It gradually recovers a tenth of your HP each turn, so you don't really have to guard, basically. I'm going to keep that, because that can come in handy in later battles. I may not use it in this battle, but I probably will later on. That's basically all I'm doing, trying to find valuable items. So, let's see what's up here. Excuse me, sorry about that. And that's probably... oh, I can't use that. Lavitz and Dart is already wearing higher, powerful armor. Let's go to arm. Let's see. Yep. Dart can't really use that, neither can Lavitz. Okay. Let's go on ahead and climb down the stairs and go to the save point. Because at this point, there's really not much to do. Well, yeah, there is actually, but I was just trying to get items. That's basically all I was trying to do. But we will actually progress through Helena dungeon this time. Well, next time actually, because we're not only going to go through plot, but we're also going to have a boss. Remember that rancor I kept talking about in not just this part, but in parts 4 and 5, I do believe? Yeah, parts 4 and 5 I mentioned the rancor. Oh, I already got that chest. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have a little run-in with him. Yeah, that's gonna be very pleasant. And that'll happen in part 33. As soon as I make sure the coast is clear and go to the save point. This is RV Man 985. I will see you guys next time, and I hope I didn't bore you guys. Anyway, I still love the menu theme. Damn good music.